Hey, konnichiwa, minasan, it's Gray from Wakizashi's Teahouse over in Japan. How are you doing? Are you good? Are you genki? I hope so. Okay, I've got another review. Today's review is Absolute Superman, Issue 2, written by Jason Aaron, with art by Rafa Sandoval, colours are by Ulysses Areola, and letters Becca Carey. So this is $4.99, 28 pages. It continues the story from last issue, which to me, last issue, issue 1, it was okay, it was fine, a little bit of a letdown, but I got to say this one really takes off. This is a much better story, lots and lots of action in this. There are some great pages of art, but sometimes, I'm not sure, Rafa Sandoval's faces, the faces he does, especially for Lois, at times looks a little bit off, but yeah, it's still great art and the colours are very good in this. This is an exciting issue. Say it explains a lot more of, it gives you a look into this version of Superman, Kal-El's powers, but we're still not sure, and he's not sure exactly what he can do. Jason Aaron does it really well. He doesn't over-explain things, doesn't hit you with big info dumps. We see a little bit of Krypton in the past at the beginning, just a page or so, and then near the end as well. That also adds to the story. It gives you a better idea of the world and who Kal-El is and what his powers could be. It's got some interesting things to say about AI in this issue. And yeah, I love the way that they're using either Kal-El's cape or is it his suit, the suit itself. It's got a name, it's sentient, it's called Sol, great name. And it's helping him, it's advising him. Lois Lane a little bit annoying at times in this because, you'll see why when they look inside the book, but not quite sure on her character yet, not sold on this version of Lois, but that's just a minor criticism. It's quite funny this at times as well, with the humour in there, with the Peacemakers and the Lazarus Corporation. Yeah, okay, so for a score, I'm going to give this a very strong 8 out of 10. Now, let's continue with our look inside the book. The issue opens on Krypton, the Red Land, 6 years ago. We see inside Kal-El's room. He's been working on a project for class. That's right, it's Krypton's school. What's interesting here is that basically he's getting in trouble because he wrote it himself instead of using AI. His teacher's complaining that it doesn't employ any generative text at all. You did source this directly from the Cleric's Luminarium, didn't you? So we've got Jason Aaron right from the start here, commenting on what's going on in our world, the modern day, the rise of AI, the more and more that we see it being used in, everything from comic book reviews, I'm not AI, even though Jim says I am, to, writing reports, writing even newspaper articles. It's everywhere. Then we flash forward to Earth, Brazil, now. Kal-El's got a gun right in his face and someone screaming to get on your knees. Then we get our look at rather weird facial looking Lois Lane here. This is a Lois Lane in this Absolute Superman universe. She works for Lazarus Corp. She's a soldier, a guard or something, and she's screaming at Superman, poor, younger Kal-El, get on his knees again. In the red narration box there, can you see, there's a little voice telling him, Kal-El, you must flee. And again, this appears to be AI. It's part of either his suit or it's wired into him. Lois has got him in some kind of almost indestructible cuffs because he can't break them. He's asking what are these made of? But what's funny here, he's calling them chuffs for some reason. Chuffs? Fancy a chuff? Chuppa chuffs? And we hear the AI voice again. You're weakened. You're vulnerable here. He's telling him to get out of there. He's going to deal with the handcuffs. Kal-El replies, what do you want me to do, Sol? So that's the name, Sol. Rip her arm? Shack! He gets blasted again by Lois, who's not messing around here. Then we see some really cool but strange reaction from Kal-El's suit. See the gold there, this golden band or something. Lois is saying, the target suit is reactive, it's crawling up my arm. Sol replies, Kal, I'm not the one you should be worried about, because he's worried that it's going to hurt Lois. Then we get our look at the Lazarus army. Freeze! In the name of Lazarus! Then we get a great double page spread here. I'm just going to split it into two. Top half of the page looks like this. We've got the Lazarus and the Peacemaker army. Let her go, scumbag. He's resisting arrest. He's attacking Lane. Then one of them says, did you hear that? He said he's going to hurt her. So they're putting words in Kal-El's mouth. just looking for an excuse to blast him. Now look closely at the tank in the background. Can you see that? It's quite funny. Written on the side of the tank is, Lazarus means peace. How's my driving? Light his ass up! Again, some great art here by Rafa Sadoval. And the colours as well. The colours are cool, aren't they? Look at this as we see them firing at Kal-El. He's been hit in the back by, is it like mini tasers? Then we get this funny banter as Lois and Kal-El are arguing. Lois is screaming, let me go, get this thing off me. And Kal-El replies, did she forget? She's the one who cuffed me. But he's still saying chuffed. Then we hear Saul. Fascinating. This metal reforms itself as quickly as I can sever it. This will take some time. So the metal used in the cuffs is some kind of weird, I don't know what it is, some kind of weird metal which can reform. It resists everything that Saul's doing to break it. Then Lois zaps him in the head again. Stop doing that, says Kal-El. Oh, so now you're talking to me? Yes, because you're making it difficult to save your life. Lois replies, Lazarus doesn't want you dead, just on your knees. Do it and this will all be over. So there's this like repeated phrase of being on his knees. They want him on his knees. It's the, bowing down to the authority of Lazarus. There's also repetition of Lois like shooting him in the head. Even I'm starting to get sick of that. Can't you see he's trying to help? Kal-El's had enough. Next minute he leaps. Not quite a tall building in a single bound, but he leaps out of there, dragging Lois with him. She's screaming, but she's protected by some kind of red dust it is. It's to do with the suit. What's even crazier and actually making me laugh is there's a flying tank behind him, a tank on propellers. What's going on? The pilot of the tank has asked for permission to engage. Permission is granted. Then we hear about the Brainiac system suggests chem rounds, level 11. I'll do it, but I can't guarantee the safety of the agent. They're talking about Lois, of course, so, there you go. They just don't care. Then we see them launch the chem rounds, and written on the side is peace at all costs. I'm getting flashbacks to 1984, George Orwell. Was it War is Peace and Peace is War? Something like that. I am paraphrasing. Saul, shouts Kal-El as you see the missiles closing in behind him. I see it. There's a huge explosion and then we see them dropping out of the sky, trailing smoke and flames. Then we get a great heroic shot here of Kal-El carrying Lois. You can see the golden parts of his suit still attached to the cuffs. Can't break those cuffs. Then she blasts him again and this time knocks him down.
Oh, come on!
She's reporting in. This is Agent Lane. Suspect leaped due east, approximately 8 miles to the town of... But she doesn't get to finish. Kal-El's saying, jam her transmission. The banter continues. I just saved your life several times and you want to arrest me for it? Lois replies, no, you willfully endangered my life by trying to escape lawful custody. You endanger everyone by being whatever the hell it is you are. What are you? Kal-El replies, just another child of the dirt trying to get by. Right, so you're a hippie who's bulletproof and can jump really far. Is it the suit that makes you special? Who's Saul? People have a right to know. Since when does Lazarus Corp give a damn about anyone's rights? We're all just a bunch of livestock to people like you, says Kal-El. Lois replies, you don't know any people like me, sunshine, believe me. You're everything wrong with your planet, he says, almost by accident, because she catches it straight away. My planet, huh? Saul, his suit, says, stop talking, Kal-El. Stop talking right now, because he's making it worse. So, what's your planet? Asks Lois, and then there's another huge explosion. They get hit with something again. It's that pesky tank chopper coming after them again. Great scene here with Superman, Kal-El lifting the car. He starts speaking Portuguese to the people. Get somewhere safe. Do you see, he says to Lois, this is what Lazarus thinks of us. These people are not your playthings. These are the people of steel. And he throws that car at the tank-copter. I don't know what to call it. The heli-tank, there we go. This is heli-tank Bravo. We're hit. We're going down. It crashes either in front of or on what appears to be a church. There are screams in the background. Kal-El tells Lois the sunstone dust will shield her. And she's like, never mind me, just go. Then the font changes in the narrative boxes, so we're getting the idea that it's a report, it's a typed report. Lazarus Field Agent After Action Report. So, That means Lois has survived, right? It must be her writing this. My first thought was that it had to be the suit, but while the subject's advanced battlesuit does display otherworldly properties, possibly including some level of sentience, after direct observation, this agent can say with profound certainty, it isn't the suit. This Superman is plenty super, all on his own. The full extent of subject's powers remains uncharted. And she goes on that she gets the impression Superman, Kal-El, whoever he is, doesn't fully understand the suit's abilities or even his abilities. It feels like this is all kind of new to him. Then come on, look at this panel here, this page. This is a great, great scene. We see Superman and Lois walking out of this disaster. There's fire behind them. He's carrying, or they're both carrying a load of people. He's got people in his cape. If it is his cape, it's not clear. The red dust, whatever it is, which is sentient, can move. You know, it can obviously carry people, shield them from the fire. Kal-El uses his breath to put out the fire, and he seems to freeze the church. She continues to report. Suggested course of action, further study, intense study. She wants to be put on a full-time Superman assignment. Then Lois finally detaches the cuffs, or is it chuffs? Wait, she says, don't, just let me... But he's gone, he's off, into the sky, up and away. Then we see her back at her base, she's giving a report to somebody, or we only see from behind, in a chair. He's attached by, looks like cables, circuitry, wires into something. Is this meant to be Brainiac? The being is asking her, do you feel that the threat he poses warrants neutralization, or can Superman be controlled? She replies, no, he can't be controlled. He's not. Agent advises termination, so noted. Damn it, you're not listening, stupid computer. Then her boss maybe or supervisor comes into the room. Sounds like you're done, Lane. Nice work. Get out of here. No, I think I need to write this report myself. But you hate writing reports. Nobody hates writing reports more than you. I know, this one just feels different. It's important I get my thoughts down accurately. My thoughts, not Brainiac's. The Brainiac is references the AI, by the way, the AI system, but do they really know what it is? Now there are a few more pages left, but it's pretty much where the story ends. There's a little bit of a cliffhanger, I'm not going to spoil that. What did you think of the story? Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Do let me know in the comments. Hello, love, are you still here? Well, thanks again, and thanks so much for watching this far. If you're still here, as always, I salute you. You rock. So, here's a little look at the issue 3 cover, the main cover so far by Rafa Sadoval. A little bit disappointing, I would say. Not that inspiring or exciting, but we can see what appears to be. That's not Lois and Clark, is it? No, that's mum and dad. Jor-El, and oh my god, forgetting the name because I've got Stream Brain recording this live. Not really, but you know what I mean. And is it Crypto? They must be on Krypton and it's exploding, is it, around them? Or there are green gases being released? Anyway, we'll see what happens in the next issue. But yeah, looking forward to it. So as always, thank you so much for watching this far. And do drop a comment. Let me know what you think of the issue. If you enjoyed it. If not, I'd love to know why. And as always, stay Wakizashi. Matane.